Good afternoon, you're with Lunchtime News on TV1. First, take a look at headlines first. Hospital activities hampered due to doctors' strike. Trade unions of several industries stage protests citing salary anomalies. Exit polls suggest Israeli general election result too close to call. World's largest cricket stadium to be opened in Gujarat, India. And our lead local story this afternoon, a number of trade unions are engaged in strike action, citing issues including those surrounding salaries. This includes the Government Medical Officers Association, the University Non-Academic Staff, retired soldiers, the Sri Lanka Independent National Transport Services Union and the Non-Employed University Students Association.
The Government Medical Officers Association carried out a token strike that began at 8 a.m. The all-island strike is set to last 24 hours. They are citing a number of issues including salary anomalies and other benefits. The GMOA has announced all services except emergency services have been suspended. Patients who arrived at government hospitals have been greatly affected due to the ongoing strike. All services except for emergency services had been suspended at the Colombo National Hospital this morning too.
Now, almost all hospitals in the island saw their daily activities affected over the course of today. This is what our team saw as they visited a number of hospitals today.
The union are protesting over a number of demands, including the claim that transport services employees should be paid the additional 2,500 rupees that are paid to state sector employees. As a result, transport services in a number of areas were greatly affected. At the moment, all drivers, conductors and technical officers at the Polonnaruwa depot have removed themselves from services to engage in the strike. This is the 6th consecutive day of the protests. The core group protesting are veterans who have service periods of less than 12 years. They demand that their pensions be increased, citing that they are paid an extremely low amount at present. The engineers are demanding that salary anomalies that currently exist be addressed. They are also due to visit the Presidential Secretariat later this afternoon.
Yesterday was the 155th birth anniversary of Srimat Anagarika Dharmapala. Many events were held to commemorate this special day. Floral tributes were paid at the event headed by the Anunayaka of the Askit chapter, Most Venerable Venerable Upalithero, near the Anagarika Dharmapala statue close to the temple of the Sacred Tooth relic. Our work won't be fulfilled if we only commemorate. It was only 2 years ago that our freedom fighters were stripped of their titles as traitors, so we are still getting independence. Buildings come up in temples, villages and all over the island, but there is no human development. That is very unfortunate. Today people no longer read, so they have turned into empty, dull people. Small children must be made into holistic kids. Even though we give our children knowledge to their heads and money to the hand, we give their hearts nothing. There are no leaders in their second year. The queue to leave the country is getting longer and longer. It is a most unfortunate situation that we have arrived at. Now, the All Ceylon Samruddhi Development Officers and Agricultural Officers Association lodged a complaint with the Bribery Commission yesterday.
The
Samruddhi funds today are being misused by the Minister Daya Gamage and being used for the presidential election. Especially 3 billion each, 6 billion from the Samruddhi Bank and Social Security Fund have been distributed among the public and bribed. We request the Bribery Commission to intervene in this matter to stop these funds and to protect the rights of the Samruddhi officials.
Samruddhi ව්‍යාපාරයේ අරමුදල් ගසා කන එක නවත්තලා අමතිවරයා මේ කරන විනාශය වළක්වීමට අවශ්‍ය මැදිහත් වීම කරන්න කියන ඉල්ලීම තමයි අපි සිදු කරමින් තියෙන්නේ.
Going back to more local news, bridges constructed at Lunugambehera, Muangwava and Veeravillara in the Hambantota district was visited with the public yesterday under the auspices of the Deputy Leader of the UNP, Minister Sajith Premadasa.
These bridges were constructed as a part of the project launched in name of providing transportation solutions to people living in remote villages. 108.4 million rupees was allocated for this project. The bridges were constructed by the State Development and Construction Corporation, and funds from the Ministry of Housing, Construction and Cultural Affairs have been allocated for this purpose. The public appoint us to build their bridges and to help improve the lives of the people. But these people, they only think of their daughter, their son, their grandkids or even their grandparents. Everything is personal. Their priority is based on what they can get for their family. My friends, I thought of the people in this area. I thought of the 6.1 million families in this country. I thought of the 22 million people in this country. And it is on that basis that this Bridge of the People, I named it after king that has done immense services to these lands, King Saddatissa, to pay my respect to his services.
In some latest news, heavy traffic has been reported in Fort, Peta, Slave Island, Cinnamon Gardens and surrounding areas due to a protest march by non-academic staff of universities. According to our reporters at the location, the protests have hampered the vehicular movement along these roads. According to our reporters, Lipton Circus in Colombo has completely been locked due to the protest march by non-academic staff of universities.